Way up at the top of the Chamberlain Building in downtown Lewisburg is a studio where kids of all ages are discovering art. Top Floor Studio began as a dream of a young Lewisburg native, Jim Reed.
When I was their age, I always loved doing art, but I didn't like when teachers would try to interfere with my process of creating or actually painting on my canvas or sitting in art class trying to do exactly what the teacher was doing. We all had to make an apple, we all had to shade an apple, so I hated that. So I wanted to do something where the kids could come and do whatever they wanted to do and just create whatever they wanted to do, and me and the teachers would help guide them.
After studying in Barcelona and working in New York, Reed returned home to fulfill his childhood dream. In talking with some of the kids at the studio, I discovered right away that Reed's premise is a big hit with them.
They can pretty much do anything that involves art.
What do you like to do the most? Do you have a favorite thing?
So you're doing abstract art.
You like doing abstract art?
Yeah.
Always in paint or in other things too?
Usually paint.
I get to talk with friends. I get to paint whatever I want. There's no assignments, so you could just do whatever you want when you want it.
And do you feel like you've learned a lot of neat stuff about art?
Yes.
Yeah? Like, tell me one thing you've learned.
Well, I never really knew how to splatter paint correctly, and now I know how to.
Reed's mantra, "It's all about the kids," was evident throughout Top Floor the day we visited. Children ages 7 to 12, clad in paint-spattered smocks, settled down to work, chatting amongst themselves and with their instructors. Mr. Jim, as his students call him, moved through the room, stopping to offer instruction, suggestion, assistance, and always a kind word or a joke. Everyone, teachers and students alike, are having an awful lot of fun here. Nearly 5 years after opening the studio, Reed has teamed up with the Lewisburg Area Recreational Authority.
So it's a great marketing tool for Jim because he can promote it a little bit more. And it also helps us out because a lot of our programs, we don't actually have a location for any programs. We have a gymnastics center, we have a park, and we have our offices which don't have any room. So we're kind of doing a little bit of trade. We're offering his classes through our website and taking care of the administrative side of it all. And in turn, he's going to provide the space for dance classes at night. We've had salsa dancing, flat foot dancing. There might possibly be some computer classes. And claymation, yeah, Box of Light out of Bloomsburg. Yeah,
So you really get the space to use when he's not
when he's not using it, yeah, which is great.
What a great trade. During the summer, classes just like this one will be offered for ages 4 through 12 and 7 through 18. Painting, watercolor, clay, and drawing with pencils, markers, and pastels are just some of the things available at Top Floor Studio. Clearly, one of the favorite activities is splatter painting. There aren't too many places where you can do this, and I even decided to get in on the act to get my hands messy. Just a little bit.
To do art like in a studio is great because when kids do art at home, the parents always worry about the mess. And you can't look at the mess, you have to look at the art.
Clearly mess is not an issue around
Mess is not an issue here, I mean, because we don't even see the mess.
Reed has been assisted by Bucknell art majors for several years. In the fall, he plans to offer technique classes taught by Bucknell students for those who are interested in honing their skills. An accomplished artist himself, Reed wants his students to learn techniques that enhance their own work.
Picasso said that art cannot be taught, that it could only be found. And I thought that was really, really great. So we're here to help the kids find their art, to find their style.
Summer sessions in the open studio begin June 9th and run for 3 weeks at a time. For more information or to register, visit www.golera.org and look for Top Floor Studio Art for Kids. Up next, we're going to visit a company that specializes in thrill rides. I can't wait for you to see this one, so stick around.